Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Smite Pro League powered by Curse Voice. Gandhi joined by Adonis. Adonis, it is time. Team Solomid, loved in North America, versus Team Eager, loved by all of Smite. It's going to be a bloodbath, that's for sure.
It's going to be close. We just saw a very intense series between Cog and Denial, and I think we're going to have a very similar matchup here in this set.
By the way, for the guy who tweeted me about whether or not these are real notes,
I don't know if you can see it or not.
that's Adonis for you. He's a fraud. Anyways.
They say real notes. Cog versus Denial.
Yeah, exactly. We're not even watching that match anymore, bro.
Exactly.
That's not what I do. Okay, anyways, Team Solomid versus Team Eager. Predictions-wise, across the board, everyone has gone Team Solomid, and that killed me.
Even the season ticket.
Yeah.
Even the season ticket holders said Team Solomid, and Eager is the community-loved team. And I was a little surprised. I actually thought season ticket holders might have swung in Eager's favor.
I was this close to going 50-50 on the matchup.
Really?
I really wanted to, but then I sat down, I thought to myself, okay, Scott, you got to do better than Adonis, number one. Number two, Team Solomid, and I went back and looked at Season 1, they just never lose to people who they're supposed to beat, right?
But this Eager team may be a team that they could lose to.
I hope.
This is Eager's truest test so far, and they're still going to have to face Cloud9 and AFK later in the season, but this is their true test right here.
Yep. So we're going to get ready for the picks and bans here, but Adonis, the keys for Team Solomid is, in my personal opinion, is to abuse Anatoly in the solo lane.
Anatoly. Okay, I can give you that. Additionally, I think they need to either have a strategy planned for Neith or they pick it or ban it.
Okay.
There's something with Neith. Eager loves this pick. They're very likely to draft it if it's left open, and Team Solomid should be expecting that. They're going to have a plan ready for it.
There's a lot of matchups that everyone should be excited to see. You're going to see Lassus versus the Boosh in the mid lane. You'll see Garz versus Dare to Care. But the big story here is Snoopy versus Zapman again. This is what's going to happen. This is the old legend versus, well, the new mage-ish-esque hunter who now is back to playing hunters.
Yeah, I mean, Snoopy's not new. Snoopy's been around since Zapman was good.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like the new dominant one, right?
I'll give you that. But Eager's actually going to ban out Isis, so Team Solomid only very recently starting to play Isis.
This is Athena. The Team Eager, they have the option to grab Athena here, but that would be giving Team Solomid Neith. And that's exactly what they're contemplating. They're like, okay, do we take the Neith or do we take the Athena?
I love this Ymir ban out, though, because we've seen it played by two different players, Anatoly and Dare to Care. Both bring this to their team compositions, but it is going to be the Athena locked in. More than likely, we will see a Neith picked up by TSM unless they want Eager to pick it up and they have a plan to counter it.
Now, TSM, keep in mind, guys, TSM scrims exclusively versus Cloud9. We have no idea what they have in their dungeon. All we can see is what happens every single week. And so last week we saw the strength of Neith, and now we are going to continue to see that. So TSM will grab Serqet, and that'll be going to Garz, as he will be looking to get through the jungle and really make his presence known around the 15-minute mark.
Yeah, and this Neith is still a flex pick for TSM. We've seen Boosh play it. We've seen Snoopy play it.
Definitely not Divios, though.
Divios is not going to play it, but Bellona still left open. That could be a jungle or solo. They have a lot of versatility on Eager. This is what we see them primarily picking 3 flex picks.
Oh, yeah.
They're probably going to pick a mid here, though. I think they're going to get the mid they want right now.
Well, Bellona. And now Agni. That's going to Lassus, man. Lassus, instead of going with the Poseidon for the big Krakens here, he wants to be a little bit more safe. And then part is, well, he's a little bit afraid of the Serqet as well, and he has no idea where this Neith is going, but having an Agni dash versus a team like TSM is never a bad thing to guarantee that you're safe. The only other thing that's just as safe is Giannis, but you're basically saying, okay, do I want guaranteed damage from the Agni, or do I want to have a little bit of inconsistent damage as the Giannis?
But a ton of versatility with Giannis,
exactly.
Too. We're more than...
He's a little bit afraid of the Serqet as well, and he has no idea where this Neith is going, but having an Agni dash versus a team like TSM is never a bad thing to guarantee that you're safe. The only other thing that's just as safe is Giannis. But you're basically saying, okay, do I want guaranteed damage from the Agni, or do I want to have a little bit of inconsistent damage as the Giannis?
But a ton of versatility with Giannis,
exactly.
too. We're more than likely going to see, okay, we're going to see Hades picked up.
Wow.
So that is going to Divios.
Yeah.
There is no question about that.
Yeah, no. Mr. Nicholas is going to be bringing that Hades into the soul lane, and really, when he grabs this Hades, we normally see about 7-minute and 30-second towers taken. And the last time these two teams faced, it was under Cog Red versus Team Dignitas, and it was in the North American Regional Championship, and, well, TSM dismantled Eager.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
And that's putting it lightly.
Eager is a brand new team now.
Oh, yeah?
Dare to Care's in the jungle, Lassus is in the mid. They've picked up Aurora, and they've had so much success with these role swaps and roster changes. This is the game that everyone's been waiting for. Ares banned out by TSM. They are not going to give an aggressive support to Aurora. He still has his Fenrir to be aggressive, but
yeah, he does.
I like the takeout of Ares because there's so much to burn beads on Eager. Ares is more than likely would have been dominant.
And now Team Eager saying, okay, what are we afraid of? Sobek. And that's just making sure that Ionic does not get him. They don't want to deal with that pluck. And, I mean, there's not the best supports are left. I mean, they got Bacchus to pick, right? And Shibalanka is going to go right to Snoopy. So the double hunter here will be a thing. Boosh will be bringing the Neith into the mid, more than likely just because of the clear. And Apollo gets picked up. Now, this might be the solo lane Apollo.
They have 2 front lines, but Eager normally likes to run 3 front lines. It's going to be a question of if they're going to put a warrior in solo, and they are. It's going to be Sun Wukong.
The Wukong. Now, we could see a little bit of mix-up here, right?
An Athena solo is possible.
We could see the Athena jungle, Sun Wukong support, and Bellona solo. Keep in mind, the Team Eager pretty much scrims AFK all the time. And we've seen what AFK has done with the Wukong. This could be a solo, this could be a support. It's not going to be a jungle. And Team Solo Mid drafts Kumbhakarna. Now, Kumbha, his strength in the early game comes from just the knockback that he can throw the minions and kind of push the wave. But later on in the game, I mean, he's got a mez and an epic uppercut, but it doesn't bring everything in there. And oh my god, I was right. Look at that. Bellona solo. Take that.
That works.
Take that, Mr. Analyst.
I mean, that's what Eager drafts. They draft these comps that can work anywhere.
And he's actually rocking the TSM Wukong.
he's gonna try and beat him with their own skin.
Dude, Aurora. I mean, Aurora is like the nicest guy in the world.
He's awesome.
Like, he got dropped in a barrel of sugar when he was a child.
That's a reference to multiple things.
Yeah.
Aurora, though, he's gonna get another aggressive support on Wukong, and Aurora loves this god. He loves the Wukongs. He loves the Fenrirs. He loves Ares. Aurora is like a carry in the support role.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with it.
But this Kumbhakarna is very good against this current meta right now, where hunters are so dominant and auto attackers are so dominant. He actually has an attack speed debuff now on his mez if it's broken early. So that recent buff to him playing a fantastic role here, and we're going to see Ionic play it in his SPL debut.
So here's the matchup that I said in yesterday's show would be the one to watch, and that's Divios versus Anatoly. And I said it was going to be lopsided. Now my question is, how does Anatoly handle a Hades as Bellona?
He's going to get pushed out early, and what the strength of Hades for Divios is he hits all his auto attacks, though. He's able, it's not that much damage, but Divios, he surprises you. He hits 25 damage autos, 26 damage autos just repeatedly, and that's an extra 200 damage you're taking a wave that you don't even think about until you've already taken it.
Yep. And he will be able to control the wave, especially with the Blight, and just like this, I mean, Dare to Care chooses, well, not risking it. I'm going straight to the mid lane here, and Lassus underneath his tower, making sure he doesn't take any damage, and one of the ones I'm most excited about is Lassus versus the Boosh. Lassus back in mid lane here in Season 2, and he seems to be taking to it very, very well. In fact, he probably should have never left, and Dare to Care, they're looking to probably take the back camps here, and he's got 40 seconds for his Hand of the Gods. He cannot go to back carps.
Yeah, Gars with a fantastic early rotation, countering out the aggressiveness we normally see from Lassus and Dare and even then, they didn't know what to do. They were a little confused.
Yeah.
They went to back harpies and have to come back. Also,
because
Lassus is level 2, so he's a little bit behind Boosh right now.
Yep, he's 2 minions away here. He wants to get it off there, but he does have to be careful because the madness that Dagars can throw out there will probably kill Lassus. He finally hits level 3, and now you'll see the difference. TSM, they have a big advantage right now, and Divios in the middle. Anatoly trying to get aggressive here. Divios trying to heal off. He hits it, and now he gets away, and Anatoly, well, he wins that battle, but Divios does have a self-heal. So does Bellona, though.
It is very hard for Divios here because basically Bellona's auto attacks are going to be able to heal her past the damage Divios can do. And if he's wasting his skills on just trying to heal up off of Anatoly, he's not going to be able to clear the wave.
Well, he's got that, and he will get disarmed there as well. And Divios shoved all the way under, and
Anatoly's level 5. He has kill potential if Divios isn't careful.
He does. Divios really can't step up at all, and I think maybe he got a little bit arrogant in this matchup, but Anatoly playing fantastic so far, and very much to my surprise is we swing into the far left lane here and check in on Zapman versus Snoopy. Apollo versus Xbalanque early on. Break it down for me, Adonis.
It's really a battle of auto attackers. Zapman and Roar are going to have the superior clear simply because of Wukong. His Magic Cudgel is doing so much damage to the wave. It's going to be hard.
This is bad.
For TSM to
this is a bad spot for Anatoly here. He's going to be forced to absorb in, and now finally Dare is going to come crashing in, but Divios is in such a good spot. He sucks him in here. This might be the first blood. Gars manages to live. Divios gets the first kill here, and now Lassus is there, as now he will dash away. It's down, but they're happy to take that. And if we could take a look at the experience, I'm not sure who got those mid-harpies.
Eager was able to secure the mid-harpies.
That's big.
Anatoly, I believe, or Dare, one of them hogged it, and I think Aurora was able to secure the ones on left as well. So Eager neutralizing that first blood, but they almost got Gars too. It was so close. Gars just barely escaping.
Would have been huge. Imperative for the Gars to stay alive there, and he did just that. And now, the one thing you will notice here as you're taking a look at Apollo versus the Xbalanque is the different starts here. So Apollo starting off with the Death's Toll, he's going to be rushing into a Heartseeker, where across the way, it's a Bluestone Pendant into Dev Gloves.
The Dev Gloves are always, we have a late game hyper carry in Xbalanque, in ROM, and we want to get them late game. We can't risk basically getting out traded early and not having the lifesteal. So Xbalanque is going to play it safe. But right now, Zapman's able to go Death's Toll, which is important because Apollo right now is clearing the waves with his auto attacks more than his So Beautiful, because he got that buff where his auto attacks are just hitting harder than any other hunter early on.
Yep. One of the best parts about this Hades versus Bellona matchup is the fact that he can fear him out of the full bludgeon damage. And now a lot of you are asking, oh, well, haven't people just said that you can't bring a mage in there? Well, luckily, he's a Guardian. He can start off with Hand of the Gods. In comes Defender of Olympus as well. Last Breath pushes him backwards as well. They're trying to follow it up, and they might just have that Eagles rally defensively. Not enough. Gars secures the kill, and away he goes. My man plays on 2100 DPI and like a 41 cents. He's a lunatic.
Both of these teams knew exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
Both teams tried to set up the bait, but TSM able to come out on top. Gars, he gets the last breath off the second after Athena lands, and now Dare in trouble, gets feared out. He's going to be able to dash away, though.
Yep. You can kind of see that TSM and AFK, even though they don't play each other besides in the SPL, they have kind of the same ideas with their jungler and solo lane relationship. It's, oh, okay, well, I have this insanely incredible, amazing solo laner here. If I can just get some kills on him, it should be the game.
Yes. And they also want to shut down the enemy solo laner, more importantly. They do not want Divios to get a lead, because once he gets his defensive items online, which that's a lot of damage, he's going to go Breastplate more than likely into Warlock Sash and just be a nuisance for Team Eager to finish off, especially since they have these tanky gods that aren't building pure damage or pure burst.
You know, another thing too, though, is that TSM also needed magical damage, and Divios, we might see a little bit of a different build. He could go into like a Warlock Sash and start stacking it up, but you can see how much Blight is on Anatoly, and the heal of Hades is just amazing. and he has no problem kind of just dealing with the aggression of Anatoly and just coming right back into lane. Neith arrow coming in. Eagles rally forced out defensively, and they're screaming worth.
I mean, that was the Neith ult as well, and Eagles rally is an incredibly short cooldown. And
it really is.
Does not have to worry about that. That's going to be up faster than World Weaver.
Yep. And now you can see Garz he's back again. He's like a bad cough.
Eagles rally is out. I mean, there's no reason for him not to gank this lane right now.
Oh, they're full-blown committing. They got a 2-level advantage on him as well, and here it comes. They're going to just paint the illusion that they will attack the tower. Last breath thrown on as well, which this poison's actually going to end up spreading as well. Garz has to get out of here. He's very low, and he will actually make it out alive somehow. Lassus gets the stun. Will he be able to get the double kill? He's not, but Derrick able to pick up a kill. Oh, actually, he is. Yeah. My man.
Lassus hit a double stun on players on the complete opposite sides of the circle. He could not have placed that stun any better.
Yep.
There is not a single inch that he could have moved that stun that would have been better. Gets them both, and he's able to lock down Garz before he can escape after taking out Divios.
I've been saying it ever since he made the switch, and I watched the hell out of Lassus' stream, and he's so good as a mid laner.
I mean, that was his original role all the way back to 2012, early 2013 at PAX East. He was a mid laner, and Agni was his premier god then, and you can see why.
Audacity kicking in here. The passive of Apollo, increased attack speed, and now he will just kind of rotate out of this one, and the sustain from Dev Gloves, just trade-wise, definitely favors Snoopy here. And you can see him using the third-person camera angle, trying to spot where each other's at. And Snoopy, he's forcing him out. There's the Neith ultimate. Do they have the follow-up?
Twice now it's been wasted, and TSM isn't getting use out of it.
Well, this is a playbook right out of Fnatic that we saw yesterday. Fnatic was just able to use it a little bit better, and if we could check in on the Neith cooldown here to see what it's at level 9, yeah, 75 seconds left. So they'll be looking to do that just about every minute or so.
Lassus also with that double kill, now 300 gold ahead of the Boosh. So Lassus doing a fantastic job, and Eager as a whole of making sure that this Neith doesn't get rolling early.
Yeah, it's really on Lassus to carry this early game on, and last breath gets thrown on him. He gets beads out of this one, and he's in a lot of trouble here as he gets epic uppercutted up, and Garz able to secure that kill as Aurora's just a little bit late to this party, but Athena comes crashing down on Aurora, and they're trying to get it down, but Divios is here to zone this one out, and they bit off a little bit too much, and they can't chew it up as Eagles Riley's going to be there. Zapman can actually come crashing down in the middle. He wants to turn this around, but he's unable to get a kill. He's trying to hit the autos attacks, and he's able to take a little bit of health from Divios, but TSM comes out on top as they will gladly, well, not lose anyone and take out Lassus.
TSM is just barely winning these fights, but that's the small edge you need, and Garz, so slippery. It's been so hard for them to lock him down.
TSM Ward's going to be cleaned up there by Eager, as we will see the Harpies get started up here, and they do have to be a little bit careful there. Zapman gets the level up, and now Anatoly all the way in the mid lane here, and he avoids the blight being applied onto him by the auto attack, and now we will see the taunt come out from Derrick, and They gotta be careful here. Ionics looking to aggress. They get the stun on him. They have the mez as well, but they're gonna give up on this one. Very, very smart play out of TSM, showing the obedience. Yeah.
It's just pure discipline from them, recognizing they're not in a position, and Eager's been doing the same thing as well. Both these teams look very even right now. TSM just barely escaping some of these ganks.
Checking in on the builds here. Looks as though Divios playing Hades might be going well. Actually, Eager is able to take the Gold Fury. In comes Athena as well on top of Lassus. Snoopy in a lot of trouble here. He gets taunted as well, managing to stay alive somehow. The bombs come down. Rising Jaguar out of there. Yannick gets one kill. Lassus still trying to be ever so careful in the back. You can just see him. He's lining up. Eagles rally right in the middle. He's trying to find someone. Lassus really not sure if he wants to commit or not. Anatoly gets one. Now he's facing three members. It's Yannick, Divios, and Garz. Three people you really don't want to be facing in close quarters.
3 for 1 in TSM's favor, but Eager able to find the Gold Fury. That's a win for them. TSM getting outplayed on the objective front. This game is now dead even. 700 gold lead for Eager. So small.
This is a much better Eager than we are used to seeing, at least from the last time these two teams matched up. And I think it might even be surprising TSM a little bit here, as they weren't sure what to expect. The taunt's going to hit as well. Yannick's in a lot of trouble. He's got his passive up, and his team's just going to leave him to die. And who are they going to give it to? It goes to Zap.
There is no no way anyone else is getting that butt zap there. And Zap, he wants to get a lead against Snoopy, and he wants to just start abusing that. He has Aussie online. He wants to just outplay Snoopy.
Yeah.
You always see how aggressive he is, and he's going to keep that up.
And now we will see as Lassus clears this one up. Gar's hitting the rotation coming into the mid lane. Lassus does have the level advantage here, as now this is such a smart play out of that, man. Just freeze the lane, give this advantage, lets the creeps just naturally die, and, well, he actually ends up losing the gold on it, but he's not too worried about it, as he will gladly take the experience lead over Ionic is Snoopy. Very smart play.
Super zoning Snoopy.
Oh, yeah.
He's losing gold to the tower to make sure that Snoopy gets even further behind.
Do you like the play?
I love it. I mean, that's what you have to because ADCs are so important, and both these players have really high kill potential against each other. You want to be further ahead than your opponent, and because of how big these team fights are, I mean, player damage, can we bring it up again? Everyone was within 1,000 player damage of each other at the high end.
Look at Anatoly. Anatoly heard that, I guess I said he's a little bit weak, and now he's coming up to play. Feared out of the bludgeon, and Divios. Dude, like you said, he hits every auto attack. I don't get it.
He does. I mean, that's how he wins.
Taunt hits as well, followed up by the cudgel. Bomb comes down. Gar is forced all the way out. Harpies go to Eager, asserting dominance. Zapman in the one-on-one boxing match, forcing
over in
Snoopy
right lane,
out.
though, we have another fight. Divios, he's going to fall to Dare to Care there. Neith all
this
used,
is big.
But no use out of it for a fourth time.
Look at Zap! He's crazy. Looking for the So Beautiful here as well, as Snoopy will retreat. Zapman burns his ultimate, feeling the rhythm here just a bit, and now he will just continue to shove this up, and his level advantage is going to continue to increase here as he will...
This should be a tower.
...likely hit... Yeah?
It's going to be really close. Neith can't rotate. Jablanque is going to be late, and Zapman able to force it out there.
Well, Dare to Care looking for the kill here on Gars. He doesn't eat the bludgeon, though. And now he puts the last breath on him, throws him back under the tower. Gars knows he's going to pay with his life, but he's trying to take someone else's. Manages to stay alive. Dare to Care lives with 18 health.
Guardian Male playing. This is Eager's meta. They love this. They love these junglers that can build this tanky item early and be such a huge effect.
Woo! What a smart play by Anatoly to turn around, hit the disarm on the boost, making sure that he can't auto-attack the strength of the Hunter. Eager really looking great.
They're looking fantastic. This is a dead even game. Eager's actually 2K up. They're in the lead.
And not to mention 3,500 experience, my man. That's the big point here. Early on, until there's a level 20 on the board, no one cares that much about gold. It's all about experience.
Yeah, I mean, unless the gold leads 12K, it's not going to matter. It's normally a level 1 active or a third of an item. It's not that important. But the fact that Zapman has a level on Snoopy, the fact that Aurora has 2 levels on Ionic, this dual lane from Team Eager is making a bigger impact than TSM's is.
Well, one thing that's definitely going to help out the members of Team Solomid is the level 1 shell coming out on Ionic, giving the team just a little bit of protections here. It gives 15 for 5 seconds, which can definitely change a lot. And Dare to Care really trying to hit the PO. Gars in over his head potentially. Zigzag out of there. Epic uppercut sends him up in the sky, crashing back down as Lassus. And he's in a world of trouble here as he will get cleaned up by the Boosh. And now we will see Zapman. He's in a 1-on-2. And Divio says, I can auto-attack as well. And he's getting completely out of here. He's going to join the mid lane fight. And now Zapman gets another kill. This is the Zapman we wanted to see. Eagles Rally comes in as well. Still looking for more. Dare to Care waiting on the taunt to hit. Now Wukong up in the air. And he will jump back away. Gold Fury is up. And that is where Eager wants to go. But oh wait, no.
They're baiting.
It's bait, boys. Here comes the taunt on Ionic to follow up as well. Zapman trying to get it. Divio's managing to absorb so much of the damage, and now their trap was unsuccessful.
Dare was 1 second too early. If he went 1 second later, he would have been able to taunt out the carries. Instead, all he gets is Ionic, and Ionic's able to dash away.
So
but
tough,
they got
though.
enough poke on the team that this Gold Fury's uncontested, and Eager's going to extend their lead now to about 4K. They're winning against Team
I knew I should have went 50-50.
It's the game's not over.
I know.
Calm down. An important thing in that fight, though, is they were finally able to lock down Gars for the first time.
Yeah.
For so long, Gars was super slippery, always escaping with 100 health or left. Finally able to lock him down there, and that's a critical key.
Yep. the mid-guardian male here. Player damage, 4 members of TSM in the set from 2nd to 5th. And the #1 player in the game right now is Anatoly, of all people, who I was coming down so hard on going in this game. But he's proving that he is here, and they have to be a little bit careful here. They're not afraid of this, and Devios will just try to steal it, and now Gar's forced into the beads, and Anatoly's happy to do that. The disarm comes down as well, and he's getting a little bit aggressive here. He's going to get feared out, and Devios will continue to aggress as now Athena will come in. Ionix here on the rotation as well. Eagles rally hits. Boosh in the middle. Zapman come crashing down. Epic uppercut, it takes him out. Devios now, they're not focusing the Haiti. He's just getting the damage. And now Lassus sees Devios, and he goes, all right, Devios, you're mine. Devios managing to stay alive here. Lassus gets feared out. He's in a lot of trouble. Throws a bomb on himself. Just a little bit miscalculated. Ionic now looking at it. Zapman in trouble. Zapman gets Mez. Boosh might be able to turn it. He's not able to do so. Zapman still staying in the fight. There is one member coming from behind. It's Snoopy. He wants the weak targets. He's got the poison dart down. Down goes Zapman. And now they will look to turn this again. Still pushing forward is Team Solomid. The question is will they be able to find anyone?
TSM are still being the aggressors even when they're behind. Team Eager is doing a fantastic job of counterplay, but 2 key mistakes in there. First off, Anatoly ults late, and then we see Dare to Care crash down with his ultimate, but it doesn't hit anyone because Anatoly jumped too late. Where it was from his landing point, so he wasn't able to get the damage off on Boosh. Secondly, when Zapman and Dare to Care were trying to dive the right lane tower, they lined up. Boosh hit a double spirit arrow, rooting them both, and they're able to find a kill. Yep. By that time, Snoopy rotates in and picks up Zapman. TSM win that fight.
Yeah, the poison darts coming off of Xbalanque. Yeah, it's really underestimated how much damage over time they actually do.
Yes.
There's so many kills you can just see happen from it, and now we will see that the experience and gold difference has dropped a little bit in favor of Eager, but they still control the game. Checking in on the builds here, Breastplate of Valor will be finished for Devios as well as Warlock Sash with 54 stacks. He's got a little bit of ways to go, but the big story here is he's got Shield of the Underworld. He spent 600 gold on this, and Zapman, he's going to catch this ultimate right into the side, and now just like that, Snoopy, well, curtains, buddy. As long as Zapman can hit the auto attacks, and he's looking for it.
He needs one more.
Okay.
Dare to Care is going to secure it, though.
He had to.
But TSM has rotated in, not in time, though. Not going to be able to find a return kill.
So, Frostbound Hammer finished up on the Bellona as well as Height of the Urchin. He's got some stacks on it as well. Dare to Care going from mid-guardian male right into ethereal staff, helping with his damage. Yeah, oh yeah. Who doesn't, though? I mean, this is like the Athena jungle build at this point.
I mean, that's almost 1,000 health in just those 2 items alone, and Athena already has 500 base health, 100 scaling per level. At max level, with 0 items, 2,500 health. She's going to be sitting at 3,500 health.
See, this is the thing I love about Lassus, man. He gets what mid is. He goes, well, my job, burst the hell out of someone. That's exactly what he's doing. Bancrofts, Spear of Magus. He just goes full damage, and it always shows in his gameplay.
An important thing there is he didn't go Doom Orb either, which we see a lot of players pick up. He knows that against Team Solomid, he's probably going to die at some point.
Oh, God, yeah.
You cannot play the risky game. Play the game where you're not going to lose your damage if you happen to take a spill in the fight.
Across the way, the Boosh 3-0-5 has yet to die in any of these altercations. And mid lane, well, it's been a bloodbath as Devios will take out the ward. And while the objective side of things in regards to towers, Team Solomid definitely doing a fantastic job. They got 2 tier 1s, but Eager only taking out the dual lane tower, and that's really the strength of Apollo.
A lot of stalemating going on, and we see that because Team Solomid have been the aggressors. Team Eager has only counter-engaged with the Athena ult. So if Team Solomid isn't being the aggressors, Eager is still a little bit iffy on trying to find picks. They'll get picks, right? They picked off Snoopy there, but they don't want to take huge team fights.
Yeah. Gold Fury getting ready to come up in 10 seconds here. Members of Eager, this is the smart play here. Look at that mini-map. Guess who's going off to the right side? Zapman. Why? Ultimate across the sky. He'll come crashing down at any time. Left side, though, TSM, they're here. Dare to Care avoiding everything he can. And the vision control is going to be different, as now TSM all on it. Zatman has to make the choice. Is he going to go for the tower? Is he going to come in? And Eager has pulled the Gold Fury now. The stuns come in as well. Eager has destroyed the Gold Fury. They're going to now run away from this. Divio's now pushing forward. He's got Shield of the Underworld activated. No one can attack him without taking damage themselves. Last is now forced all the way out. They are just perfectly content with taking the Gold Fury and retreating. Zatman, such a smart play. He takes the tier 1. He doesn't dive into the fight. This is a new Zatman. Season 1 Zatman, he crashes into that fight.
Oh yeah, but he gets a free tower. I'm surprised he didn't try and take tier 2. His ultimate was down, so okay, so he's playing the safe game there. But Aurora coming out with the steal. Eager continuing to extend their lead. It's now at about 5,000 in gold. Lassus.
Oh, that's why Zatman didn't come crashing down.
Yeah,
he didn't have ultimate. No. That's a very bold play from Eager.
I'm pretty sure what happened is he ulted over, and then it looked like Eager... Yeah, he decided to go back to lane because Aurora stole it and their team was disengaging. They weren't trying to fight. There was no need for him to keep coming in.
Woo! Coming in is going to be Dare to Care. The big bomb's coming down. Yannick, well, you're dead, buddy. Zatman gets that kill. And now they are eyeing the tier 1 tower of mid. They have 3 minions on their side. But more importantly, they have the numbers advantage.
Last got hit by a weave. That's bad. He's incredibly low.
Big bomb coming down here. They take the tier 1 tower, giving them 500 gold total. And now Divios will be here. He's off to the right, and mid Harpies will be up as well. And Dare to Care just going to go ahead and clear through this and try to retreat out of this one. Lassus was trying to get a little bit of a, not a lazy back, but definitely a back quicker. And now he has to be very careful. The weave will hit him as well. Forced out to the beads at the tail end of that fight. Definitely heartbreaking there. Not what he was looking to have happen.
Nope. But TSM continuing to aggress. They know that Eager took a lot of damage there, and they had to back off against getting the tier 1. Garz is going to steal away the red buff, but TSM is not able to find that tier 2 tower. Eager is still firmly in control of this one.
23 minutes on the clock. 18 kills have happened. 3 towers have been taken. And we are now seeing the fact that Eager, they're not leading in the kill department, but they're leading in the gold. Player damage, the Boosh is on top, followed by Divios, and now Anatoly still up there. Down the way, well, this game's actually shaping up exactly how you would expect it to be. Sports on the bottom, junglers towards the middle, and then same with the mages.
So once again, though, TSM are being the aggressors. They started the Gold Fury this time. Eager counter-engaged, and I think they want to keep doing this because Athena ult is not very good when you're the aggressor unless you can find a pick. It's much better for a counter-engage after the opponent has burned their movement ability.
This is a much different Hades build than what we're used to seeing out of Divios.
Just got speed.
Sure, he's got the Breastplate of Valor, which is standard, and as well as the Shield of the Underworld, but he's going into Bancrofts.
He wants to get extra healing off, and you do see him getting poked out and taking a lot of damage.
But that's going to turn these fights a lot. He's going to go from, okay, yeah, he hurts, to, oh my god, where'd my health go?
One thing, though, is Lassus actually picked up speed there. He wants to be able to rotate and be a huge impact. The red was stolen away, and Athena realistically doesn't need speed. She's coming in with her ult and then just taunting, and the rest of the team is doing the damage.
Very shocked to see him not go into Blink here. So many times Lassus prefers the blink, depending on the god, but the situation calls for Aegis, and well, that's exactly what he is going to do, as we will see the members of Eager just group around the Fire Giant here.
With their comp, they have so much to peel for Lassus that he doesn't need to worry about Blink as much. They have Athena taunt, they have Aurora knocking players up, and then they have Anatoly also stunning people out.
Oh god, Neith ultimate coming in on Zatman as well. Snoopy, he's going full pedal to the metal. He's going to turn around on him. You're crazy, Zatman. Dare to Care needs to get the pull, and finally he does. Garz kills him, and this is not good. Last breath onto Dare to Care. They have kill potential here. Hell, even the boost rotated for this one. That's not good. 2 members of Eager now, they're just dead.
Yeah, they're going to fall there, and now Aurora could be in a lot of trouble. They're
So
going to wait
smart.
out the full mez. He's going to get silenced out. Aurora's ult forced at full health, and TSM is eyeing the Fire Giant after that one.
As they should. Dare to Care down, Zatman down for 30 seconds. There's a lot of pressure.
Aurora ult down as well. It's going to be so hard for them to get in. And Anatoly only has Hog 1. He hasn't elected to go Hog 3 yet.
There's a lot of pressure on Lassus right now to come in here. In comes Eagles Rally. He's in the thick of it.
What's he going to do? He doesn't have Hog 3.
Well, Lassus now, he's going to get followed up. He's about to get feared on the backside. Lassus gets 1. Still looking for more. Anatoly He's got to pay with his life. They stopped him from getting the Fire Giant for the time being, but Lassus had to bail on this team fight completely, and now Aurora forced the Eagle out, and now Lassus still in the mid lane. He'll clear out this wave, but
Zap's ulting in.
They'll be happy to see that they didn't start up the Fire Giant, and Zapman's actually going to burn this ultimate.
Yeah, Ionic actually took way too much damage there. I thought he would have been fine, but he took a Fire Giant knockup, stood in the pool, and then Anatoly got his kid off on him. And now Eager's eyeing the Gold Fury after Zapman ults in. But there's a dash by Lassus. They're going to turn on him.
Well, here comes Athena as well. Bye-bye, Zapman. You're dead. And now Dare to Care is going to try to peel. Lassus needs the help. Darkest Nights will hit as well. The Aegis was beautiful. He can't get it off, though. Dare to Care gets the damage. The Bush has received the double kill. Aurora now just going to look to zone, but he doesn't have the damage to really be looking at these two. And in fact, he has to be careful or else he'll die. Yeah, and now, he has to give it to him.
Yeah, TSM's going to start this up. If Aurora goes in, he risks using his hog, but no one... Okay, there's Ionic. Ionic's rolling in. They almost...
He's not playing Geb.
He's rolling in on his Yeti skin. You could probably push him to the side and just roll him through.
He probably makes a great snowman. The Gold Fury not being handed there because they know the big importance at the end of the day is going to be the Fire Giant. Looking at it here, the Kumbhakarna has actually done a lot in these team fights, and it was actually a pie piece that came out from the Divios.
Yeah, so Pythagorean's piece, he's going to look to increase his damage. He also gets more lifesteal off of that. So, Divios has so much lifesteal in his kit. Additionally, he's going to be increasing Kumbhakarna's damage as well.
Not that he has a bunch.
No, it's not a lot.
I mean, if he could knock back the Fire Giant into enemies, yeah. Could you imagine?
I don't want to imagine.
I'm gonna tell Pond to throw it in there one day.
Please don't.
That's
28 minutes in. This game has been dead even. Eager still with a 2K gold lead. They were looking strong, but Team Solomid has been finding the picks they needed on Zapman and Lassus the last couple of engagements.
Well, the player damage is starting to really tell the story here. The members of Eager can't put out the damage well, they've kind of gotten picked apart. Zapman has gone away into the dual lane trying to split push, which is exactly what they wanted to do. And Dare to Care comes in. And the comms go, okay, go in and let's push this and try to kill him.
Yes.
And what they don't realize is that there's another bigger rotation coming out of TSM. I mean, they had 3 people convert on that fight.
And instantly, they saw Dare's ult come out, and Garz instantly rotates over there. And they know that Eager didn't have the damage from the rest of their team to do Fire Giant without Zapman.
Yeah, they're baiting out Defender of Olympus. They're baiting the Athena to ult at all times. And now, Dare to Care... He's in the thick of it.
TSM just wants to fight. They're not even trying for this Fire Giant.
Yeah, Anatoly now, he has to be careful, as now Lassus is the target. The flames will help. Noxious Fumes, well, it was just a little bit off the mark, and Aurora gets fully poked out. TSM really just forcing this out, and now Eagles Rally comes down. They might be able to take down Ionic. They have to be careful. Oh my god, so much invested, and now his passive is there as well. They can't invest anything into it.
Anatoly
and now, just like this, the Boosh gets another kill. He's unstoppable. Through the wall goes Divios, and now Zapman in a one-on-one. Can he win that? Well, we'll find out based on the timeline, but Lassus in trouble. He's got the dart on him. He's got the Aegis as well, and down he goes to Snoopy, and the Boosh gets another kill. This kid on Neith is just insane. Yep, look at his stat line. He's 8-0-8.
I didn't even realize he was that far ahead. Lassus was just out farming him early on, but Boosh, he can play Hunters, and it's quite clear. He is good on any god. He's going to zone out Dare to Care. Dare to Care has to dash away, and now the Boosh and Snoopy are going to start this up while Divios zones.
I'll tell you one of the big differences in these team fights is, yeah, they have the Athena, but the Kumbhakarna gives so much added CC, and Zapman, well, he's doing what Zapman does. He's coming straight in, shows off the moves, hits the auto attacks. Oh my god, he might be able to turn this one. He gets one. No, he doesn't. That Scar's killing him.
Body blocks there was key. That was exactly why they won that. Dare to Care feared out, and he's going to take a spill.
Jeej.
No one left alive to defend but Anatoly, and he's not going to be able to get to this Fire Giant anytime soon.
Oof. He did take out the Phoenix, though, Zapman did in the previous fight before coming crashing down. And dude, he was so close, and I saw, as soon as I saw the kill, I was like, oh my god, he got that crit off.
Yeah, a really bad turn for that last engagement was Anatoly was able to take out Ionic, but Ionic had his passive up, and then Anatoly kept trying to kill, like, him and Dare to Care were focusing on Ionic, and then Snoopy, he's a late game ADC, he's just laying waste to them, and Snoopy was able to find Anatoly, who was much more important there.
I mean, the story has been the Boosh in these team fights. I mean, he's hitting these roots and just putting them in place.
He body blocked for Snoopy.
I know.
Snoopy was good as dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had no right to live versus Zatman, and Zatman definitely, he doesn't want that one back because he played it as the best he possibly could and the best you can. It was just a great play coming out of Team Solomid to see the Boosh actually come up and counterplay it, and now they have a 9-kill lead, and they still don't have a gold lead, though, which is insane to think about.
Yeah, I mean, TSM has constantly been the aggressors, but Eager is winning on the objective front. They've got more Gold Furies, 3 for 1. Additionally, Zatman split pushing has earned them 4 towers, and TSM only has 2 tier 1s.
They do have to be careful now from this point on with Zatman split push, because with the Fire Giant active, they can easily end this one, and you will now see the strength of everyone, and Guards has got this is such a big play to make sure he doesn't go back, and Zatman really just
baited that so hard.
Well, he has no problem eating the Neith ult in the sky, right?
They're gonna fight left. Zatman baited that so hard. He knew Gars was there.
They gotta go for it. Snoopy on the tower here. Zatman doesn't have the mana to get across, and he actually backs at mid Harpies. So the plan was soiled, and it's now Divios. He's getting targeted. Eagles Rally comes out as well. Disarm right onto the Boosh. They know who they're prioritizing. Dare to Care now. Just going to get slowed up.
Jumped too late again. You see Dare to Care, he crashed down at the landing point. Anatoly needs to be jumping sooner so they get hit by Athena's ultimate. That's twice now that Eager might have been able to win fights if they were able to combo that effectively. Maybe not something they've practiced too much.
Oh, they definitely practice it. Come on, bro. You know that. Divios now will go straight through the wall as Ionic will force his way back. But, you know, the one thing that is tough is the fact that a 3-man taught's going to hit the Boosh in a lot of trouble. They're trying to get to him. Aurora gets forced all the way back. Anatoly stuck in the wall there. Just so much CC. He can't really get to anywhere. And Aurora forced to heal all the way up and dive right to the Phoenix. Not the best time for him to ult, but you can see how much the Fire Giant heals him up, as well as Divios using all of his abilities to just stack it up and heal up the team. And just like that, here comes Dare to Care. He's in the thick of it, and now Eagles Rally comes out as well. Divios ults in the middle of it all. Gars takes out one. Beads forced out by Anatoly. Forced to slow down because of Darkest Nights. Divios pushes forward. Divios wants it. He can't get it. Middle Phoenix has been taken. Left Phoenix now is the target.
They're going to start pushing up. Divios, shield to the underworld. Just trying to make sure Eager can't get on them. And it doesn't look like TSM's going to be able to take this Phoenix out. Eager going to push him away here.
They're going to go ahead and back. 30 seconds left of the Fire Giant buff here. If we can take a look at the golden hand, you'll probably see why they're backing. And 2,600, that's a little bit of gold.
Oh, it's not that. It's about to be 3,000 once they take this Gold Fury. Everyone else will be at over 2,000. Taking a look at builds, Deathbringer and Rage finished on Neith. She's going to be picking up probably her beads. But what is Divios? Full Obsidian Shard. What's he going to pick up next?
Whatever he wants. Soul Trap.
It's going to be Soul Reaver, I think.
Does he really need a Soul Reaver here?
I mean, he might just also go Book of Thoth.
I mean, it gives you enough power right off the break, right?
Yeah, additionally, it's converting your mana into power. The stacks aren't really giving you that much. Soul Reaver, though, is picked up for Dare to Care there. He's incredibly tanky. Can we take a look at how much health he has? It's probably 3,800 or close to.
3,750.
3,750.
Noob.
I'm pretty close.
Noob.
I was 50 off.
Yeah, something like that. You know, I'll tell you, the big difference in these team fights has been Athena hits these taunts, and it's great. But the CC on the side of Team Solomid is just more, right? You have the fear coming out of Hades, and then you have all of the mezzes and plus the root out of Neith. Whereas across the way, I mean, Wukong, he can either disrupt the fight or single target stun someone. It doesn't seem like it's enough.
Another big thing, too, is Anatoly is not able to get that cudgel off, that huge damage burst in team fights. There's so much CC on Team Solomid. You see Divios almost exclusively hold out silence for that bludgeon.
Mid Harpies have been taken at this point. Well, they're not really a big factor, but it is still nice to take just for the extra gold, and you want to make sure you deny the enemy team as much as possible. But there's only one thing on the list of things to do at 35 minutes and 50 seconds, and that's Fire Giant. Gold Fury, sure, I guess if you really want, but right now it's let's take this Fire Giant and let's end this game. If Eager can steal this Fire Giant or prevent them from getting it, it's a huge win. Aurora all up in the action by himself, waiting on the team, and they have to make sure they're very careful about this. Divios forcing out a bunch, and just like that, wow, Lassus hits everything, and Divios is insanely low as Aurora now, he's into the Tiger Sun. They're going to try to change this around, and now Snoopy hits Darkest of Nights. He wants someone. Lassus in a lot of trouble. He's dashed out. Snoopy says, sorry, buddy. Zapman, he's in the sky, and that is a full-blown retreat. Eager's Titan is under attack, and he has to cater to that. And they will have to give up this Fire Giant. There's no Magi's Blessing on Aurora, and he's dead.
Yeah, and even if he got up into the air there, Last Breath prevents healing. He wouldn't have been able to heal up. And that's a huge counter pick, and Serqet's done that multiple times. Simply Last Breathing an Ionic DC'd, I just noticed that. So they're able to get Fire Giant, but Ionic DC'd. Team Solomid continuing to be the aggressors in this game, though.
Well, it's not like Ionic's worried. You've seen how that guy plays. I mean, he's just like laid back, eating potato chips.
Oh, no.
Like relaxed.
When it comes to game time, Ionic is all business.
Oh, no. He's locked in, I'm saying. But he's like chills in the cut in the back, like all relaxed.
He's raging. He's raging after that DC.
Nah.
He lost his... Oh, no, he still has Fire Giant on him. And now we're going to see Team Solomid push up this Phoenix.
And here comes Ionic. Brings the noise at first. The root going to be just off the mark, and Dare to Care is going to hit this, and Dare to Care's in a lot of trouble here. There's so many crits coming out from two hunters, and this is really the strength of this in this current meta. And the bludgeon gets all the way off, but he doesn't find a target to hit home on. And now there's just so many minions pouring into the base of Eager that they have to deal with both fire minions as well as the push from TSM, and Divios wastes no time, goes straight through and just baits out some damage here, and he's mitigating so much, but Divios actually is going to pay with his life as that man will take him down, and now Snoopy is just swinging for the fences.
Divios tanking a full Phoenix there. Additionally, Aurora perfectly timing it, stunts him on the edge of the Phoenix. He takes a couple more shots and the rest of the team cleans that up. Big win for Eager to make sure Team Solomid's not able to take that last Phoenix. It keeps them alive for at least a little bit shorter.
74% health is Eager's Titan. The last time these two teams played, this game was already over. It was over at around 24 minutes, and it was all one-sided. Eager has showed that after their rite of passage through the open bracket, they can go toe-to-toe with even the best in North America, and they are looking to hopefully not lose this game. They have a shred of hope here, but as we all know, in this scenario, going up against TSM, hope might be the final evil.
Lassus needs to take out Snoopy or the Boosh, or ideally both. Those are his targets. He needs to take out those hunters, and Zapman needs to take out Gars. That is the keys for Eager. Meanwhile, Team Solomid, they want to keep playing their game. Divios goes in, Ionic plays Peel.
Is there any mid laner who can just not die like Boosh can? I know that's like a weird thing to say. Like his skill is not dying, but like that's it.
No, that's not. The skill is positioning.
Yeah,
his positioning is almost perfect, and he reads situations perfectly as well. He knows when an opponent can get to him, and he makes sure he puts himself in a position where they're not going to just be able to jump on him and kill him. Now, when his team loses a fight, that's the only time you really see Boosh die.
40 minutes into this one here, as now Dare to Care goes back, Aurora, all in the middle of it. Anatoly hits the disarm right onto Snoopy. Now he's going to heal up off the attacking fire creeps, and now they're going to stay right in the back. And Aurora, he's still relatively low here. He didn't get a bunch of health from the somersault. And
with these two hunters, it's so hard for these frontliners on Eager to really stand in front. You saw Aurora there just tank autos and forced his ult out.
One move. One play, here they go. Here they go. Eager's in the middle of it. Dare to Care is going to be zoned out here by Divios. Snoopy now attacking the Phoenix. He's going to shred through it. And now accidentally Anatoly steps up in the middle. Poison darts will be on him as well. and Snoopy just swinging everywhere. And I'm not even sure if they're going to try to go for the kill. They might just go for the Titan. Eagles rallies in the middle, and now Snoopy just gets free auto attacks. There's a double kill, and now it'll be Team Solomid. They win this game. It wasn't what they were expecting. Eager went toe-to-toe, and that is one of the better games that I have seen out of both of those teams.
Yeah, I mean, I said it at the beginning. This is going to be a very close series, I think, much like Denial and COG, and that was close. Eager held the lead for the majority of the game, but in the last couple team fights, Team Solomid kept pulling ahead, and when it came to late game with the double hunters, Aurora and Dare to Care, the primary frontliners for Eager, weren't able to stand toe-to-toe. You just saw Aurora in the last fight get burned out. Dare to Care, he taunts 2 hunters, and they're auto-attacking him for free, and he's half-life in under 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was crazy. But, you know, the first blood, I mean, we've actually seen a lot of long games today. It's
Yes.
actually it's hard to remember what the first blood is, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. It was Divios.
Yeah, and this was where Garth barely gets out.
Yeah, and you can just see Divios always manages to somehow get the first kill with Hades.
I don't get it. He's too good with the god.
Hey, everyone's got to have their god, right? It's just weird how it, like, people forget about it.
Yeah.
Right?
We
They're
were seeing
oh.
it banned out in Spring Split.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, yeah, he's gone. He's gone. And then he's back. And time to take a look at the map control here. And, you know, when I think back on this game, Eager really did have kind of, not the dream, but they definitely had the rabbit's foot on their side. I mean, one of those Gold Furies definitely should have went the way of Team Solomid in that 4-on-5, and Eager was able to take it. And, you know, luck is only half of it. But, I mean, obviously Eager did a great job, but I mean,
this might be I think this is the first game we've seen where the losing team actually had the jungle control. It was only 51.
It happened today.
Did it happen earlier as well?
Europe.
Okay. Well, anyways, 51%. Look at the mid-camp control. Eager had 62% of it, and the Gold Fury control as well. All those Gold Furies were early, and the only reason TSM got those were they were all late after they had won huge team fights.
Yep. Well, it was a 40-minute game. You know what that means. You know what that means, don't you?
No, what does it mean?
Xbox One beta key drop in the chat. It actually doesn't mean that. It's just an easy transition.
Sign up. Pay for the Founders Pack. You get the Ultimate God Pack, 400 gems. Merge your PC and Xbox accounts. You get the Kakadium Junior and the Zeus skin. What is it called?
Come on.
The Zeus skin.
Come on.
I said Soldier of Fortune Ares as well.
Okay, come on. What is the Zeus? It's very easy.
Zeus X?
Yes.
Got it.
It's just X.
Just X.
Well, the player of the game here is none other than the Boosh. The man, well... Oh.
It's Gars.
It's Gars?
Yeah, Gars.
But Boosh didn't die.
But Gars was everywhere.
Like, that's okay. But the man didn't die.
Play the real.
In a 40-minute game.
I'm going to show you why he's the best. He kept escaping early. Eager. They had the chance to lock him down, but he's so slippery, so hard to lock down.
Assists.
He was also everywhere in these team fights. I mean, 14 assists. You saw him out-rotate in Athena at points. Not out-rotate, but match the rotations of Athena.
Well, one of the better things, and we'll see it here in a bit, is the rotations into the duo lane baiting Zapman.
Yes.
And it was really just to bring out the Athena ultimates, and this is the one. So Zapman comes up, and he doesn't have to worry about it because he knows he always has his lifeline of Athena. But TSM started using that to their advantage, and they would rotate 3 people over there and just turn the tides instantly. And no one's going to expect a 3-man rotation coming out.
Especially when it's that late in the game and Fire Giant's up. But TSM recognizing that Eager doesn't have the damage to do that Fire Giant without Zapman and Dare.